Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to clone your laptop hard drive onto a new SSD drive, which is a solid state drive. Your more than likely your old laptop has a hard drive in it that's mechanical, so it will be much slower, but by cloning it onto an SSD drive, which you'll then put into the computer as a replacement for the existing drive, it will make the computer much faster. And that's the quickest way of speeding up your computer, rather than having to go out and spend more money on replacing it. So basically, you'll need a new SSD drive, which is like this. It's a very thin, tiny, weighs nothing. This is a terabyte one. You can see the connector there, the SATA connector. And you'll need also a external hard drive case with a USB other end to plug into the computer. So what you'll do is you'll plug the SSD drive into the enclosure. So now you can see it's enclosed in there. The cable's plugged in. You may find that there's an on-off switch, so it's on now. And then what we want to do is we want to plug the other end into the computer, but we'll do that in a minute. So basically, let's open up the program I'm going to use, which I recommend to everybody, called Mini Tool Partition Wizard. And this is version 10.3 I'm using, which is a free version. You may have to buy a version of it. I'll try and give you a link to where you would purchase it. Or you can search the net for Mini Tool Partition Wizard version 10.3 free. So if I then click on the program, which I have loaded on this computer already, it then opens up and it says, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Say yes. And then wait for it to load up. This is what you'll see once it's loaded. And we're going to click on Mini Tool Partition Wizard free here. Ignore the others for the moment. Click on there. So it loads up, and you'll see it's pretty fast at the moment, because I actually have an SSD drive in this computer, but it would be much slower opening up if it was an old mechanical hard drive. So here you can see disk 1, which is a 1 terabyte drive. Once it's formatted down, it shows 931 gigs, and you can see I've used 97% of it. So actually, really, I need to put in a bigger hard drive. Really, I should put in a 2 terabyte drive. So we'll take the end of the new SSD drive enclosure, and we'll plug it into the USB drive on the side, USB socket on the side of the computer there. And then you'll see that the software is updating the partition information, and we're now seeing disk 2. Disk 2 is this SSD drive that we're going to copy onto. So we click on disk 1. It's this simple. We go copy disk. To continue, click next. So on this page you can choose a disk you'd like to copy. Right, all partitions from this disk will be copied onto the destination you choose on the next page. So disk 1 is the one we're using. That's the one in the computer. So we then go next, Select a target disk. All data from the source disk will be copied there. During copy operation, target disk content will be deleted. That means anything that's on disk 2, if it is a drive that you've had and there's data on it, it will be deleted. So make sure that you don't need the data. So what we've done, we've selected a target disk, which is disk 2. The source of the information that's coming over is disk 1, and we go next. All the data on the disk will be destroyed. Make sure that, are you sure that you want to continue? Say yes, right? You can either then make sure that you can select this option 1, which fits the partitions to the whole of the new disk, i.e. it will fill up the hard disk on the new disk you're putting in. It will use all the space on it. Or you can use copy partitions without resizing them. So if they're using, say, 950 megs, the partitions will remain that size on the new drive as well. My preference is fit partitions to entire disk. That one there. We then go next. To boot from the new disk, please configure computer BIOS settings. Make sure the new disk is configured as the default boot disk. Well, usually newer computers, laptops, will recognize this second disk drive when you put it in as the replacement for the existing drive. If it